$137 million?
Yes, and if I don't pay up, I'll go to jail for tax evasion. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you.
Hello, and welcome to James, the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with DSP trying to make a Lolcow podcast himself. He gets exposed by Boogie. Are you kidding me? This is great. Watch and listen.
Not really. We're trying to put together a show, that Lolcow podcast that Keemstar pitched, and then
DSP said no because, well, first of all, how am I going to beg my fans when they know you paid me $50,000 up front and then more money on the back end? I can't beg my fans for money when they know that. 2, Keem, I got really drunk last night and I don't feel like doing the podcast today. Well, DSP, you signed a contract. You break the contract, you owe me $150,000. But Keem, I got really drunk. My head hurts this morning. DSP, it's 11:42 in the morning. The podcast starts in 18 minutes at noon. But Keem, I just woke up and I don't feel good. I was trying to get the new Hulk Hogan card in WWE Champions. I just couldn't, so I kept taking a shot every time I didn't get him, and I ended up taking 182 shots, and then I passed out. You can't expect me to work in these conditions. I can, because if you don't, you owe me $150,000. But Keem, I can just imagine it now.
Phil's like, oh, no, I don't want to work with Keemstar. I don't want a $50,000 paycheck. I don't want to pay off all my debts and taxes. I'd rather be miserable. I'd rather sit in a corner and cry all over myself, you know?
Like I said, he'd rather cry and beg his fans.
I'd rather bitch for a living, which also cost me a $50K payday, which also cost Wings a $50K payday. And I could use $50K, and I know Wings could use it.
Just about anyone who's not in the top 1% could use $50,000. Even if they don't need it, they could still... All right, well, I wasn't gonna do this, but I got the extra money, may as well. Like me, fuck. I'd pay, well, let's see. Well, the thing is, it's not just $50,000, $50,000 plus more money on the back end. Because $50,000 after taxes, let's say $36,000. Oh, fuck, I could pay off my house. I could pay off my house just barely. I could pay off my house. So I'd solo property tax, homeowners insurance, flood insurance, so yay, I saved $258 a month. That's $258 a month every month. I can spend on something else. Or, I know foreign concept DSP, but save it. Or, I could pay for my car and still have, no, $20,000 left over. No, 36, $10,000 left over. I could pay off my car and have $10,000 left over to spend on whatever the fuck I want. Like, oh, you guys are going golfing in Florida? Well, fuck it. I'll put in for those days off and I'll join you because I got the money for it. My car's paid off, so there's $558 a month every month. Plus $10,000 left over. Now DSP, he'd rather cry and beg.
So he screwed everybody over. So I think he's trying to make it up for this with us trying to work with another third party that's not Keemstar. But
June the King, we think.
I don't know if he'll follow through. I don't feel like Phil wants his problem solved. I think Phil wants to marinate in the misery of his own creation.
So
that is a spectacular way of putting it.
I don't know if that's true. I think deep down he's scared of what it takes to actually get to that point of being happy. It's a lot of self-reflection, which you even admit he's not very good at. You know, in his world, he's doing everything right, and when obviously that's wrong, and it's his delusions of grandeur. Even though he thinks I pronounced it wrong, I did not. I think it's hilarious. I guess it's his illusions of grandeur, which is how he pronounced it. Which is
remember, DSP was confirmed to be the valedictorian of his high school. More proof, I feel, that Daddy did his homework.
I find very humorous. But anyway, moving on from DSP though, I don't want to like just sit here and talk about DSP. Honestly,
agreed.
I had PTSD from that DSP interview for it was 5 hours of my life I won't get back.
Yeah, hopefully it will not traumatize you today.
So shout out Boogie, shout out Side Scrollers, and as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.